All right. Being given those calculations, the question says that we need to assume that there are no changes to any of the costs. I'll highlight that. By cost, what do they mean that there are no changes to any of the cost? No changes to any of the costs in the break-even calculation. When you look at the break-even calculation, the cost will be this fixed cost of 1,020,000 and these variable costs here. So they're saying that variable cost per unit will remain the same. The ones that are highlighted there will remain the same. They will remain constant. Now they want you to determine the amount the business will need to sell one drum. Now by this, what they telling you is that we have to determine the selling price per unit. Now, if we need to determine the selling price of one drum, that means this is X over there. And they're also telling us that in order to break even at 5,000, so they're also changing this as 5,000. So where there's 6,892, we'll just put 5,000 in there. And so you just solve for X, guys, okay? So you only have to change those greens. The 525 will be X and the 6,892 will be 5,000. And this is all we've got. So we need to determine the value of X. We are given the break-even in units. And that's it, guys. For me to determine the value of X here, I will first simplify that 3,400,000 divided by 12,500. It'll give me 272 and then get rid of fractions by multiplying both sides by the denominator, which is X minus 272. I'll end up getting that. Distribute the 5,000, take the 5,000, times it by X, and take the 5,000, times it by 272. 5,000 times X and 5,000 times 272 is equal to 1,020. And, okay, I don't know what happened there. They just disappeared. And once you have done that, obviously, you'll just have to manipulate everything in order for you to solve for X.
Recording in progress.
All right, so when we solve for that, obviously, after distribution, this is what you will get. Then take 1,360 to the right-hand side. It's negative, it will end up being positive. So on the right-hand side, you will have that 1,020,000 plus 1,360,000, which will give you 2,380,000, and then divide both sides by 5,000 in order for you to get the value of X. And that will give you 476. That is the value of X. So we need to sell, the selling price needs to be 476 for us to break even at 5,000, provided that all costs remain the same. So here they're just playing with the break-even formula. Now from this, you can give yourself different activities where you are given selling price per unit, variable cost per unit, but you're not given fixed cost and they give you break-even. So where there's fixed cost, you put X and then you continue with the calculation. And then you can give yourself that 1.02, give yourself 525 and then put that 3,400,000 divided by 12 as X. And then you will be given the 6,892. So you just manipulate to solve for X. Okay, so basically that's what it's teaching here. Right, so you just play with the formula and whatever you want to calculate, put it as X. They're just giving you the unknowns. This is from the November 2021. In 2022, there was no break even. Even this year, May, there was no break even. 2020 was not there. The only one that I found was in 2019, where they said your break-even analysis are as follows. We have break-even point for 2019, it was 140. For 2018, it was 170. The number of units sold amounted to 500 in 2019. 2018 amounted to 520. And then units produced was 525 and 525 in both years. Now they say to directors of Couch Vox Limited are concerned about their break-even analysis as well as their profitability, explaining using two reasons and supporting figures whether their concerns are valid. To be honest, no, they're not. They're not. It's just that obviously whatever they sold, it's more than break-even, which means they're still making profits. The concern might be that probably they're not making as much profit as they made. I don't know. Let's see. So this is the calculation that I did quickly. I realized that in both 2018 and 2019, the company has produced and sold more than break-even point, which means it's still generating profits, which is not bad news at all. But what I also notice is that when I determine how many units generated profits in both years, I realized that in 2019 is 360 units that generated profits compared to 315, which is 10 units drop. And I don't think that's a big deal, to be honest. So there's nothing to be really concerned about here. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I'll keep on checking my AP papers if there are any break-even point question. This is all I got thus far. And then I'll look at the DBE papers as well if there's any break-even point questions there, just to prove a point. I hope you got that point. And I hope you'll get this point in the exam, right? Thank you for watching. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it, as I always say. 1,000 subscribers, that's good. It's good, actually. Thank you for your support. Please keep on watching. Khotso.